Lambertville, New Jersey. That's a place that's going to live in my memory for a long time, because that is where I met and played piano duets, in fact, with the great Duke Ellington. I remember one of the songs we played was Mood Indigo, in which, because that was the first time we changed places. Duke played the left hand and I played the right hand. And it was so thrilling because he shapes his chords in a certain way, which is so Duke Ellingtonish, and it made me sound much better than I really sound, I think. It was really, I wish we'd recorded it. I was a piano player with the Johnny Dankworth band. The way we used to present the band in those days was I would stroll on, sit down at the piano and start playing the blues. A chorus or so later, the bass player would come in with his bass and join in, and then the drummer. And then Danny Moss would stroll on with the saxophone and start playing as well. And slowly the band would build up until finally the whole band was in place. And then the band would play a fanfare and the announcer would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the big new band from Britain, Johnny Dankworth and his band." And that was how we get on. We had played the first half, Duke Ellington's band played the second half. And somehow or other in my mind, Duke Ellington's band sounded so much richer and thicker and fuller than our band did. And I was feeling a bit silly going there and playing my sort of quasi-bebop piano introduction. And so I just started to play stride, Harlem stride piano, reaching out with my left hand and bang away. And that was just as a change. And so I did that. And then we did the interval, because now the band has done its bit and now we're resting. Duke's band's going to go on. And suddenly I'm in the band room, a man comes and says, "Who's the piano player? Who's the piano player?" And I said, "I am." He said, "Duke wants to see you." And I just went out, humbly following him to the next big room where there was Duke Ellington sitting there on a chair. He had a girl on either side of him manicuring his nails and a man doing his hair. He didn't look round, he just said straight out, "Are you the piano player?" And I said, "Yes." Then he stopped all the work and he turned around and faced me. He said, "It is now Wednesday. How is it it's taken me 3 days to remember to realize you've got a left hand? That's the first time I've ever heard you use your left hand." I said, "Well, it's all wrong. It's not the current style of it." He said, "Listen, you use your left hand. Don't worry about the current." And we talked. And at the end of the concert, he came in to the band room and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Come out." We went out and he sat down at the piano and said, "Listen to this." And he played me Carolina Shout, marvelous stride piano player he was. And then he said, "Play me some stride piano." So I played a bit of stride piano. And then he said, "We're going to play some numbers together. Let's see how it works out." And so we played 3 or 4 numbers together. Little me, playing with the great Duke Ellington on my right-hand side, and sometimes we swapped around and he played the left hand. I remember in Sophisticated Lady, he swapped around and he played the left hand and I played the right hand. But we had a marvelous time. And after that, I met Duke Ellington in New York and he took me around Harlem. The memory that I will retain is me sitting at the piano with Duke Ellington, rubbing shoulders with Duke Ellington while we played together. It's a memory I won't forget.